Hi there, hello, and welcome to Base Camp. I'm Pastor Pat. Hold on. Wait, is this right? We've got a sponsor? Well, all right. Today's Base Camp episode is brought to you by the Intimator. The what? Has this ever happened to you? Which lid goes with which container? Here, let me help you with that. Wow! What's your name? Gotta go. Bye. Or this? Oh, hi, Mark. I was wondering if you would like to go out Friday night. Well, that sounds... Wait. Who's that? That's my roommate, Janice. Hey, Janice. You got any plans for Friday night? Why, no. You do now. Well, okay. It's hard to connect with your soulmate when they don't even know you exist. But be a struggling single no more. With the new Intimator, you can go from what relationship to what a relationship in no time flat. The Intimator's patented instant intimacy igniter can turn any relationship, even virtually non-existent ones, into deep, intimate relationships that will last for a lifetime. Simply turn it on when that soon-to-be special someone walks in the room, and you've got a loving, deep relationship for life. Nice to meet you, Candace. Will you marry me? Why, yes. Thank you for asking. And thank you, Intimator. You're welcome, Candace. And you're welcome to try the Intimator too. Simply send 5 easy payments of $19.99 plus shipping and handling to Intimator, 1234 Not a Real Road, Faketown, California, 80995. Intimator not available in all states or even any of them. Results not guaranteed or even remotely likely. Sorry, no COD. Supplies are limited. Act today. I need to talk to whoever's in charge of finding us sponsors. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think we have anyone in charge of that. Look, relationships don't work that way. You don't just meet someone and then instantly have a deep, loving, intimate relationship. It takes time and work, but with the right person, it is so worth it. For example, when I first met my wife, our relationship was no more than a nice to meet you. But over time, we became friends, then best friends, eventually started dating, got engaged, and got married. That was over 20 years ago. Our relationship grew and got deeper, and it didn't stop after we got married. We continued to learn more about each other, and we are still working at it today. A shallow relationship isn't something you can build a life around together. We need to continue to draw closer and closer into deeper intimacy with one another. Our relationship with God is the same way. A lot of people have a relationship with God. For some, it may have started recently. Others, you've known God for a long time. But is it growing? Or are you just acquaintances? What's holding you back? And what are you missing because of it? Did you know that God wants to get in close with you, intimately? Ephesians chapter 3, verses 16 through 19 says, I pray that out of His glorious riches He may strengthen you with power through His Spirit in your inner being, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith. And I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power, together with all the Lord's holy people, to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God. In verses 16 and 17, the Bible talks about Jesus coming into your heart and that you're rooted and established in His love. That's great. That's the introduction of a relationship with God. But it's just the introduction. There's so much more that He wants for you. He doesn't just want to meet you or even just be your friend. He wants to be close. How close? Well, let's look at verses 18 and 19 again. That you may have power, together with all the Lord's holy people, to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God. so close that the Apostle Paul is struggling to put into words. You need the supernatural ability of God's Spirit to even begin to comprehend it, to know His love, to know it so well that it actually goes beyond knowing it, to be completely filled up with God. Wow. Can any of us truly say that we're there yet? Do we even know what that means? Oh, we might catch glimpses of it every now and then, but to live in it? So what's holding us back? I'll give you a hint. It's not God. Ephesians chapter 3 verse 12 says, "In Him and through faith in Him, we may approach God with freedom and confidence." He's inviting us, wanting us to get closer. But a lot of times, we hold ourselves back. We choose something else instead of Him. We're content to just know Him a little bit. Maybe we're afraid. What are we afraid of? Perfect love drives out fear. Why would we fear love? Maybe we know we'd have to give something else up. What could possibly be better than perfect love? Maybe you just don't know how. The first thing it takes is time. If you're willing to take the time, He's willing to teach you how. When I first met my wife, I didn't know her nearly as well as I know her now. I didn't know her likes and dislikes, the things that excited her and the things that bored her. I made a lot of mistakes. And I still do, because I'm still learning. It takes time, and it's messy, but it's totally worth it, because I desire to be with her. And that's part of the fun in a relationship, getting to know that person better and better, growing in intimacy. God is excited about you getting to know Him better, and He can't wait to share more of Himself with you. As cool as it is to get to know a person better, this is the God who created the entire universe, including you. And His greatest desire is to be close to you and have you close to Him, to pour Himself and His love into you. Will you do everything right? No, but He doesn't mind. That's part of the fun. Growing, learning, discovering, figuring out that there's so much more to this God thing than just sitting through church services. He wants to be in your life, guiding, helping, teaching, encouraging, leading, showing you things that you've never imagined, laughing with you, crying with you, living with you. I'm so glad that my relationship with my wife didn't just end with a handshake and a nice to meet you, or even just as friends. I'm blessed by the fact that our relationship, we pursued deeper intimacy that led to our marriage, our kids, and our life together. Don't settle for a handshake and a nice to meet you relationship with God. He has so much more for you. It's what you were actually made for. There is nothing better than doing and being what you were made to do and be with the one that you were made to do it and be with. I'm Pastor Pat with Base Camp, a ministry of Summit Church in beautiful Bozeman, Montana. We'd love to walk alongside you as you grow in intimacy in your relationship with Jesus Christ. If you're in the Bozeman area, we can do that together. We meet every Sunday at 9:15 and 11 o'clock. Otherwise, please keep joining us online. We're on both Facebook and YouTube at Summit Church MT, and our website is summitchurchmt.com. Our children's ministry Facebook page is Base Camp Kids Men. Thanks for joining us today, and remember to keep moving forward in intimacy with God. Don't be satisfied with just knowing Him. Know Him. That's the relationship that He wants to have with you. I find that pretty exciting. Until next time, bye!